Gerrard may have slipped up in 2014, but Dave King says Rangers cannot slip up in the pursuit of bringing him back to the football club. Welcome back to Fog Football. David Ancelotti appears to be the favourite. He's odds on. Looks like all roads lead to Ancelotti. But Stevie G, there's one man by the name of Dave King that is singing his praises to the kingdom. And I tell you what do you think about Steven Gerrard, right? See, 3 weeks ago, I wanted this guy. I wanted Gerrard back. But I'm hearing rumours of Luka Modric. I'm hearing rumours of this and that. I'm kind of warming up to Ancelotti. What does the Jambo man think?
I'd personally go with Gerrard over the two, but if you get Modric with Ancelotti, then I can't blame people for being tempted and wanting that, because Luka Modric in a Rangers shirt. Be phenomenal, wouldn't it?
No, it would be phenomenal, but what would also be phenomenal is if Rangers Football Club actually sorted their act out. I mean, it's the 29th of May. Can't sit around any longer for a manager. You know what I mean? It's like, Clement was sacked mid-February, early to mid-February. We are now heading into June, early June. Pre-season begins on the 23rd. I mean, how long do you want to realistically wait here on bringing a manager in? It appears to be a two-horse race. I mean, I did kind of put Ancelotti over there. I probably still would take Gerrard, but if it was a guarantee that Luka Modric comes with Ancelotti, I'd go with that. I know I've seen comments, oh, Modric is too old, he's not good enough. I mean, come on. I mean, if you want to say he's too old, that's fair enough. But is it fair enough? The guy's starting games for Real Madrid. Literally starting games as we speak right now. Coming weeks, he's going to be captaining Real Madrid for probably the Club World Cup. I believe Real Madrid will probably go on and win that. I mean, it's not exactly the most prestigious thing to win. I mean, it's the first time they've expanded it to such a level like this. And I believe it's 32 clubs. I mean, I think Chelsea, Man City are in it, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, those sort of teams. But again, Luka Modric, we're not talking about a guy that's, he plays for Dynamo Zagreb and it's been 7 years since he won that Ballon d'Or and he's done nothing since then. This is a guy that still competes at a high level, man. If there's a sniff, right? If there's a sniff of Luka Modric coming to Rangers, it should be done. And maybe Gerrard's going to get sacrificed. But anyway, back to Dave King. He's pleaded the case. He brought Steven Gerrard to Rangers many moons ago. He stopped the 10. Can he stop however many titles Celtic could end up on in the near future? Let's see what he had to say. And I quote, I'd be very surprised if they haven't spoken to him because Steven is the obvious choice. I think I know him well enough to fairly accurately state it would be unfinished business for him. Steven left at a time he didn't want to leave, and that's a fact. The team was still top of the league at the time that he left. He wanted to defend that title. I think he would have defended that title had he stayed. End of quote. Right, big discussion point here. Obviously, back in November 2021, Gerrard left Rangers, took over at Aston Villa. Giovanni Van Bronckhorst came in. But do we believe here on Fog Football that Rangers would have won the league if Gerrard stayed? I'm not undermining Ange, but I think Rangers would have.
Well, he had a 6-point lead, didn't he, when he left?
Yep.
I mean, Ange was great that season, no doubt about it. But I still think he only won the league by 4 points. Would Gerrard have got over the line?
Gerrard was much better against Celtic than Gio.
Yeah.
Gerrard wouldn't have took Rangers anywhere near as far as Gio in the Europa League, which I think helps domestically.
It's impossible to say. I mean, I could see how Rangers would have won the league with Gerrard, but I can't sit here and say 100% they would have won it.
No, absolutely. That is it. It's one of those what ifs. I mean, it's not the biggest what if in football history, but for me, I genuinely believe that Gerrard would have got Rangers over the line. Would I have been surprised if Ange and that Celtic team would have beat Gerrard? No, I wouldn't have been. Obviously, looking back in November 21, yes, you would be, but looking back from May 2025, it could have went either way. But I mean, Gerrard played one game against Ange.
Well, to be fair, I was predicting Ange to win the league while Gerrard was still there. So
no, you did, and that's your rise to fame. But do you remember? Did you believe more when Gerrard left and Gio came in, or did it not really bother you?
No, I just felt like Ange was going to win the league. I said it after the second game. I said it after match day 2. I believe it was after a 6-0 defeat of Dundee that Celtic guaranteed they would win the league. So
It's a bold claim to make when they scud it, Dundee 7-0?
I think it was 6-0.
6-0, there you go. Dave King went on to say, and I quote, so from Stephen's personal point of view and where he is at the moment, I think he'd love nothing more than come back to the club and take on the challenge of restoring it. It's not just about one title, because the project that we hope for, we're starting now as a project to make Rangers the dominant number one team in Scotland. It's not about winning another league title, it's about putting Rangers back on top. It's a project, it's not a one-off, and I think Stephen would be perfect for that. So I'd be very surprised they haven't spoken to Gerrard, because he's by far the least risky candidate to give new money to, by far the least risky candidate. End of quote. Big claims here for Dave King. He wants to put Rangers back at the top. Can Rangers get put back at the top? Well, I think it depends on who they appoint. And I agree. I think Gerrard is the least risky guy to back here and give money to. Gerrard, first time round, he did get backed. Or it's weird. It's like Gerrard actually got backed more early on than he did late on. And that's after he achieved, stopping 10 in a row, winning title 55.
Yeah, but you know what? The team needed investment into when he first joined. You could argue that by Gerrard's by the time Gerrard left, it's like he already had the title winning team. I think Rangers probably needed to spend more in Gerrard's early days than they did in his last season.
No, I agree with that, but when you're on top, as Gerrard said, that iconic interview after they won the title, you need to spend while the sun is shining, not while the roof is leaking. And sadly, it was torrential thunderstorms, and it's leaked ever since. But that is where we're going to leave it. Dave King makes it clear who he wants in. Looks like the 49ers want David Ancelotti, but regardless of who it is, Rangers need to look at the watch and speed things up, man, because before you know it, the Premier Sports Cup, the friendlies, Champions League qualifiers, they're going to be right at the front door, begging to get in, and we'll be here to review it. So until next time, peace.